Hey everyone, Denise here from Sewlimitless. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to go over the things that I made in June, and I'm also going to tell you some of the plans that I have for the month of July. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to start with are these shorts. I don't remember if I actually showed these in my previous video. These were completed at the very end of May. This is a stretch cotton sateen fabric that I used for this. I had made a dress from the same fabric and I had enough left over to make these shorts. The pattern that I used is an older pattern. It's this Colette Iris shorts, this pattern here. I really like this. It's easy to do, and I've made these before years ago when this pattern first came out. So that's the pattern that I used for the shorts here. But yeah, it's a nice pattern and I absolutely love the shorts. They're nice and bright and cheery, so it's always nice to have something like that to wear. The next group of things I did in the month of June was I made a bunch of bras. I made 4, and I'll have still pictures that I will put in to show you more what all these items look like. The brown one, which is a satin, that one is the Marlborough bra, which some of you may be familiar with. That's that one. And the others are all foam cup. They are called, it's the Pinup Girls Amanda bra. It's this one here. It's a t-shirt bra. You buy the cups and cover them and all of that. So that's what all the other ones are, but I made 4 different bras. I have materials and I just use the materials that I have rather than buying a kit. So sometimes they don't match as far as all one color, although I did have a blue one that I was able to pretty much have solid blue on that. But for the most part, I mix and match because that's what I have. So rather than buying a kit, I just use the materials that I have, since I do have the elastics and the findings and all that kind of thing. So that was the next group of things that I did, mostly out of necessity, but it's also a fun project to do. So I made the 4 different bras. I really like the Pinup Girls pattern. That's actually one of my favorite ones. The Marlborough one is good. Also, I had to do more work to really get that to fit. So that was the next group of things that I made. So next on my list was this top here. This pattern is Simplicity 8920, and I made View D, which is the one down here. But this is the top. This fabric I got, I'm one of the Minerva makers, so they sent me this fabric. And I made this really nice top. I wanted something where it wouldn't have a lot of details because I thought the fabric was so pretty. I really wanted to be able to show off the material. So I thought this pattern, this is a pattern that I already had in my stash of hundreds of patterns. So I went ahead and used that for this project. It's very easy. This top is really easy to make. The sleeves have a couple of buttons. They have a button on each sleeve, but I thought that fabric was really pretty. So I just wanted something that would really show off the material without a lot of fussiness and detail. So that was the perfect matchup for that. And it's a great summer top. Now the next thing that I made, I did this Ogden cami, and I wanted a lightweight, basically a thin top to wear underneath another top I was planning on making. So I thought something like this would be perfect. This is the first one that I made. This is just a solid white batiste fabric, and the cami has its own lining on this. I'll show you a picture of what this looks like on. I did make changes to this pattern. I ended up widening the straps so it's more bra friendly, and I also ended up shortening the straps because otherwise I was going to have to raise the neckline because it was just too low for me. So I just shortened the straps to raise it up, which was perfect. And then in doing that, though, it did make the top shorter, and then I didn't like where the line of the lining came on me. So what I did, I made another one, which I will show you. This is the next one I made. I just made this actually the other day. This is like a yellow and white lightweight checked fabric. So this one, the straps, I had already widened them on the other, and when you widen the straps, you have to remember to widen where the straps attach, because that's important. As I said, I shortened the straps. They're the same as this one, but the thing that I did differently is I did lengthen this about 3 inches. So now it's got a nice length, and I also lengthened the lining of the cami, so that's also got a really nice length to it as well. And as I said, but this is really, really nice. Yeah, it's a quick project. It's a PDF pattern. It's true bias pattern. So you just download it, print it out yourself. But that's a very easy pattern to make. You could also wear something like that under a jacket, like as the seasons transition. So it's a good thing to keep in mind as well. The last thing that I did was this top here. Now I've made this before. The first one that I made, I'll try to remember to put up a picture. The first one I made was green and white, and it was also a Minerva make because I had gotten that fabric from Minerva. It's this pattern here, Butterick 6814, and I made view A. With this one, I actually made this one correctly and shortened the sleeves. The first one I made, I had forgotten to shorten the sleeves, so it was just a long sleeve version of view A. But this one is actually the reason I made the cami from the white cami that I made, because I thought this material, it's sort of an eyelet. It was one of those things that was the end of a bolt that I found at Joann's, and it's got these flowers on here. I thought it was really pretty. It was the end of a bolt, so I had a couple of yards of this. I thought it was going to be thinner than it shows up when I actually put it on. It turned out really well though, but this is very nice. Super easy. I actually did better with the hemming this time around than I did the first time. So super easy and really, really nice. It's kind of an elegant feminine top. So as far as plans for this month, I want to make some shorts and tops. So I've pulled out a few patterns just to show you. This one I've used before. This is a Berta style pattern, 6812. I actually modified these shorts, and that's the pattern that I use most often when I make shorts. It's just a nice pattern. I was able to get a good fit. It's got pockets, and I took the pleats out of it. So it's just a nice, nice look. I also have, excuse me, I also have McCall 7726, which is another one I've made before. And this one, 6930 from McCall's. These are, for the most part, these are older patterns because, as I've said many times, I'm trying to use as many of the patterns that I already have without purchasing more. And as far as the tops are concerned, I found this one. I've never made this, Berta Style 6632. I'm thinking about the sleeveless one here. And I have these other patterns, Simplicity 2892. I've made one of these before, but I might try a different version. Also, I've got Simplicity 1805. I have no idea how old these patterns are, but they're nice patterns. And I think that's about it this time around. So please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know that you like this type of video. A lot of you seem to. If you have any questions or comments or whatever, please leave them down below. And I appreciate all of you. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.